Alright, this is the 7th time I've tried to record this. I've had a SD card full, the batteries went down, audio was screaming, the view wasn't great, that was my fault. Oh, I come up here and there's real windy, my hair was sticking up again like a unicorn, so even had on my nice par for the course white button down shirt. Looking nice for the camera. Nope. It's hard for me to look nice. Anyway, I want to tell you about this ripper that I've got. It was homemade. It's on a video where Luke and I were digging up the stumps. And this next video was actually my first job I used this on. I was digging up stumps around a cabin for Johnny, a friend of mine. But I wanted to tell you about this ripper. This is 3/4 steel, and I don't remember the type. The plate and the teeth are 1.25" AR 400. These ears, quick attach ears for Kubota, and I have the KX080, are extended. The regular are somewhere in here, 4 inches difference about. I don't know that the regular height or standard height would work. This works good. They were $400. The steel I bought was $800, so I've got $1,200. I traded the labor out for some dirt work. Let's see. Oh, the teeth are 31 inches. The only problem I have was just laying on his face. I think it's about too heavy for me to turn over. No way. The thumb hits on this when I try to close it. So I like about 8 inches being able to pinch with the teeth, which that's not really that important. Main thing was to be able to dig the stumps up. It does well for that. A lot better than the bucket. And most of the stumps you dig up, you're going to be able to pinch. It's just a little bitty stuff that's hard to pick up, but you can take the teeth and scoop up and pick it up and move it. You turn this flat and you can push in dirt back in the stump hole pretty easily. So I really like it. Used it several hours now. So Davis Welding Group, Cory Davis did the welding. And he did a fine job on it. The ears came from Pocono Steel out of Pennsylvania, and I put their information there if anybody wants to talk to them about welding or maybe get some of these ears. That's the only one I found that had the ears pre-made for Kubota. I'm sure somewhere there's somebody else, but anyway, I want to tell you about the ripper, and appreciate y'all watching. Hang around at the end. I'll have a short message. And the guy that was digging the stumps up for, Johnny, I took a load of topsoil to his dad, and his dad had a garage out back full of antique cars. Had some A models, a conveyor I believe you call it, that the engine's in the trunk area and the trunk's in the engine area. So anyway, y'all hang around, watch look at the antique cars and listen to the message. Thank you all for watching. Bye. Good morning, everybody. Up here on the next little project. I'm going to dig up some of these stumps that's around this cabin you'll see, and we're going to put in a little drive or make the base for the drive. Get around here while I come down this side. Get those. progress. That's an old well right there where that PVC pipe is. I don't know what he wants to do there. And this stump right here, what that is right there. That's a cable and a sign. So I don't know about pulling that stump up. That's, you know, it makes such a hole there. And it's gonna weaken that dirt around that corner. I don't know if he wants to do that or not. I'm gonna wait. Got two stumps like this. Go ahead and dig on both sides of both stumps. And then when I move around, I dig on the other side, and I ought to have them right here is worth the money. It just does a fantastic job on the stump. Just need to figure out some way or another I can be able to pick up little stuff, you know, like that board right there. Of course, the main objective from this thing was not to be able to pick up little bitty stuff, it's to dig up a stump, and so we achieved that, but I'd still like to be able to pick up a little bit of stuff here and there. Alright, my battery ran out on me. We're making a little road here. I went right there and just come around out there. You can't really see on the other side of that bush hog. Come down through here, going up about that furthest pile. We turn right, the gate's right there. So we're going to come down through here. I'm going to get, there's several stumps. to here, so we can just kind of come in. He can come in straight, and then just kind of turn right there and go back out. So probably got an hour or two of digging stumps and go back over with a dozer, and that's maybe about all we do. So I brought a load of topsoil, and then Johnny showed me this. You gotta tell me what. Look at that. Now what's your model?
That's a 54 Chevrolet Bel Air. And I'm not sure the age of this one, but it is a Model A.
Man. They just don't make cars like they used to.
They don't.
Look at that dash. I mean, that's solid. That's like that old 64 Ford I got.
This is what it looked like when you picked it up.
Golly.
And that's what it looks like now.
Man, he done all that?
Yes.
Trying to see what that says. Something G&E Corporation. Moto meter. Long Island City, New York. Dang. Drum brakes on it?
Yep.
Who done the seats? The van? Did he? He done them himself?
He did
Wow.
the back and the seats and everything. A 58 over here. That's his very first car out of high school. I mean, out of college. One owner. That's him.
This is brand new.
Brand new.
That's sharp. Fender cover.
Fender cover.
Mississippi State. Has he redone the inside of this one?
Yep. He's gonna redone, refinished that, all of them.
Man.
Yeah, we showing them your cars.
Yeah, I'm filming your car. I think that one may be my favorite.
You think so?
That one in the blue and white.
Yeah, the blue and white's one I bought originally.
That's what Johnny was telling me. I don't know, I just like those wide fenders, which they all got kind of wide.
Yeah.
But I like
That's a 30 model, and this is 29. This has a higher body on it than that one does.
Yeah.
And this has a step here in the, between the cowl and the radiator, and that other one's smooth. See, that one has a smooth transition. Doesn't have the step in it.
Yeah. So what kind of transmission is that? Is that like a 4-speed, 5-speed, 4?
No, 3-speed.
3-speed?
4-speed reverse, but 3-speed transmission. This standard shift pattern.
Hmm.
It's got a 4-cylinder engine in it.
4-cylinder.
They have used these things in airplanes before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Golly. I might could actually work on something like that.
They're simple enough. Even the fuel's gravity flow, no pump on it or anything. It just flows right out of the tank.
Yeah, that's the tank here.
Mm-hmm. Some of the old Model T's before the Model A had the tank under the front seat. You know, whenever they went up a steep incline, they had to turn around and back it.
I just about to do that with that dump truck. It starts getting weak.
You brought a good load of dirt, Daddy. Boy, I'll tell you, that looks good. Here, you ever heard of a Corvair? Yeah, you ever heard of a Corvair?
Heard of a Corvair, yeah.
Air-cooled rear engine.
Oh, yeah?
It's an air-cooled engine, like an airplane. In fact, they use them in airplanes sometimes. Hobbyists do.
Huh.
That's a little pancake engine. 6 cylinders, 3 on each side, horizontal cylinders.
I don't know if I've ever seen one.
Dual carburetors.
Yeah. They have used them in airplanes. Not just private planes, you know. People have put them in there.
That belt turns.
Yeah, it twists all over the place.
Wow. That's pretty neat. And this is what year model?
62.
62. A Monza. Yeah, I've heard of a Monza. I'll be darned.
Doesn't even have a park. It's an automatic transmission, but there's no park selector on it.
You just have to pull the emergency brake to park it.
I don't even see the where's the selector.
It's right there on the dash.
Oh, it's on the.
It's a lever.
Oh,
Hey, where is it? I can't find it.
oh, I think I see it over there. Yeah, right there. Huh. Now that'd be pretty neat.
That's a trunk.
Somebody got drunk, made the thing backwards one night, didn't they?
It made it back.
They made it backwards. They said, "Hey, let's model this." That's the gas tank, I guess.
Gas tank, yeah. Yeah, I had to put a new gas tank in it because my daughter drove it down there at intersection of Lumberton Road and Broad Street. Had a flood down there. And I went down to get the car, and all I could see was this little antenna sticking up.
Oh, wow.
Antenna right here. Yeah, it was sticking up out of the water. The rest of it was underwater. We run a little car though, and it gets about 26 miles a gallon.
Really?
But you have to use premium gas in it. It's a high compression heads on it, so it'll knock if you don't use premium gas.
Huh.
And this thing I can't afford to run anymore. It uses so much gasoline. Old 360 cubic inch engine.
Yeah.
It drinks the fuel. Loaded or empty. Doesn't matter.
Well, when fuel was what it cost back then, it didn't make a whole lot of difference, I don't guess.
Right.
I've ridden many miles on these wheel wells right here.
Yeah.
From Dallas, Texas to here.
Already?
Yes.
We got a camper top on.
Camper
It
top.
messes hair up.
Yeah. That's a nice old tool. They just don't make them no more.
They don't.
I like that.
Yeah. Dustpan?
Yeah, dustpan out of a. That's pretty neat.
That vinyl left? Huh?
Vinyl roof on the. Oh,
Yeah, they weren't vinyl originally, they were tarred.
tarred.
Tar on them.
You saw the mother-in-law seat, didn't you? That's where the mother-in-law.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how they got back there.
Had to be young mother-in-law.
That's sharp. You did a good job on.
This was Johnny's first car.
Yeah, I remember that car.
Yeah, I drive it to school
You come get him.
5 days a week and I get towed home 3 days a week.
It's got a new engine in it now, though. You won't get those on it. Yeah, we paid $100 for this big four Chevrolet.
$100
Drove it over here.
From Dallas.
from Dallas. Golly.
Double car now.
Yeah. Well, that is nice. Appreciate the tour.
Oh, yeah.
Hey everybody, I appreciate y'all hanging around for the message. I've been down here getting a little wash rock. Got 8.8 tons today. The message I want to share today, you know, if you looked at the antique car part of the video, you saw the Model A. There was a picture there of the Model A before restoration and one after. And before restoration looked like it was almost ready for the junkyard, and then the after looked really good. It's like showroom. And a lot of times people want to come to Christ, but they say, well, I've got to get better, I've got to clean up my life, then I can come to Christ. And that's not the way that happens. You come to Christ and He will clean you up. Like that car sitting there, that car wasn't just going to magically change itself. It had to have a restorer. It had to have somebody come in and do the restoring for it. And that's what Jesus Christ does to us. He can take us from the junkyard to the showroom in our lives and internally wash us. And if you looked in Galatians chapter 5, verse 19, verse 20, it talks about you know, we have witchcraft, we have adultery, there's lying, there's lasciviousness, you know, lewdness, fornication, all manner of things that we can have in our lives. And God will forgive those if we come into Him and ask Him to come into our heart and forgive us. So we believe with our heart and we confess with our mouth. That's Romans 10, 9, I believe it is. And Galatians, I'm trying to think of Galatians 5, no, I'm sorry, 2 Corinthians 5:17, it says, therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new man. He is a new creature. All things are passed away. Behold, all things have become new. So when we accept Jesus Christ, that old man, that inner self, goes away. And all things become new. That don't mean we're going to be perfect. That doesn't mean we're never going to sin again. But we have a Savior who is at the right hand of God. If we call on Him to forgive us, He will. But He cleanses, He gives us that start. He gives us that ability to get rid of that old man. Luke 9:23, Jesus said that if any man come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross daily and follow me. You got to deny yourself. You got to deny your desires. You got to deny that old fleshly lust and take up a cross and daily and crucify that old self. Kill that old self. Put him away and look to Christ to lead you. And you'll be changed, just like that old A model went from the junkyard to the showroom. You can go from the junkyard to the showroom too, on the inside and be cleansed. A lot of times You know, people look really nice on the outside. And the car can be the same way. Looks really nice on the outside, got a brand new paint job, looking sharp. But underneath, it's just junk. It's just got a lot of problems. And people, a lot of times put on that front, they look really, really good. Everything's all right, but inside they're hurting, they got problems. Christ can make that new, he can take that away from you. But you have to come to him. It's your decision. I appreciate y'all watching, love you. Thank y'all, see you later.